Hey everybody, I'm Mama Baird and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over what I received from my local food bank this week and how I used it to feed my family of 5. If you're new here, I'm Carolina and I live in Montana. We're allowed to go to our local food bank once a week. It really helps my family because it helps us utilize food that normally would have gotten thrown away because a lot of it comes from grocery stores that get rid of their expired food. And it helps with food waste, and it helps me stretch my budget by being able to use this food so it's something that I don't have to buy at the store. I can use that money for other things like toothbrush, deodorant, and all the other things that cost money in life. So it really helps me out, and it's one of those things that it's for the community. It's not just for the destitute, it's for the working poor as well, where you're making too much to receive any kind of help, but not enough to really live. So if you're in that situation, I hope you would consider going to your local food bank as well. I have resources listed below if you need a place to start. So let's get in here and let's see what I received from my local food bank this week. Before we get too far in the video though, please make sure to give me a like, subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Every like, comment, share really helps support me and my family, and I would love to have you here. Thank you so much. All right, let's get in here and let's see what I got. I'm going to start with the bread. There's always lots of bread options. I don't know what it is with stores, if they just over-order bread or if people are starting to buy less, but there's always tons of bread available. So it was unlimited, take as much as you can handle. So one of the things I got was a big thing of tortillas. We love tortillas. I make lots of enchiladas, even though I use tortillas with them, enchiladas with these. So those are a great find for me. And then a thing of sourdough. Now, I was in the store the other day and bread is running anywhere from $3 to $6 a loaf, depending what it is. Here's another sourdough. This is $4 for your local one that's baked in the store. And then I got 2 things of hamburger buns, a whole wheat one, and then a tailgaters. And this is from February 29th, so this isn't even expired yet because it's not the 29th. So that's interesting that it's already pulled and donated to the food bank even though it's not expired. I got a thing of blueberry bagels, some potato bread, well, potato rolls. These are very heavy, so I think these are nice and dense. And then 2 things of English muffins. They have the buttermilk, which is fantastic. I love English muffins, and we go through a lot of bread in this family, so this is really going to help. Oh, and sandwich bread as well. One of these big loaves, like one of these is 2 rounds of sandwiches for my family, all right? So this is gonna help a lot. So there's all the bread I got. And then we're each family over 4 people were allowed to get 2 half gallons of milk. So I got 2 1%. And then they also had shelf-stable milk available, 1 per household. So I grabbed one of those. In the extra produce area, they have like ready-made sandwiches or dips and things that you can get. But they also had this veggie tray and these diced peppers. I try and get these more than the ready-to-eat foods because to me the ready-to-eat foods like the sandwiches and stuff are things that's perfect for the homeless because they don't need any means to cook it. It's already prepared and ready to eat, whereas this stuff you kind of need to be able to cook it, or I mean not the veggies, but you know, be able to handle it and cook it, refrigerate it. So this is more useful for my family. And then for the pantry goods, we're allowed so many canned goods per family. I just grabbed 3 of the mixed veggies. These are my favorite kinds. I love having mixed veggies to add in with like ramen noodles to give it a little something, or a casserole. And this has carrots, potatoes, peas, corn, green beans, celery, and lima beans. So it's a good variety. So I got 3 of those. And then they had a bunch of these little apple sauces. So I grabbed 6. 2 for each kid. And then for the extra dairy, they had some little mozzarella balls. So this is going to be fun. I'm not quite sure what to do with these yet. I was thinking that these kind of like you can turn into mozzarella sticks, like fried mozzarella sticks. you could bread these and then put them in the air fryer and make like fried mozzarella balls. That sounds pretty good. We might give that a try. And then for our protein, we got one thing of bologna. This is beef bologna from Double K Ranch. I'm gonna see if I can find them and have their information linked below. This ranch is based out of Darby, Montana, and they donate so much food to this food bank. If it's not pounds of hamburgers, it's bologna. So they had a whole bunch of these, so each family got one thing of bologna, which we love bologna, so this is going to go fantastic for us. And then they had a bunch of steaks left again, so I was able to grab a ribeye steak. This is boneless in thin cut, so this will be really nice to utilize in some way to make sure everybody will get some of this. We might dice it up, and I was thinking of making garlic and potato bits because I got some potatoes for my produce. Now this was before I have a little discovery. Hold on, I'm not going to tell you just yet. But before this, I was able to get half a bag of potatoes, and then I got 5 onions. So potatoes and onions always go great in cooking. And then I also got some carrots, and then they had tons of these beautiful jalapenos. Look at these. So I have half a bag of beautiful jalapenos I'm going to need to do something with. And then they had a bunch of extra bananas, so I grabbed a thing of bananas. And then for our sweet treat, we got this delicious tiramisu cake. This is so good. Dangerously good. I'm glad it doesn't list the calories on here. But look at this. This is from Costco. It's one heck of a cake. I bet the kids would like this. They like coffee flavored stuff because, you know, they're my kids. Now let me go get the big surprise. I got a whole case of potatoes. So I went to the back where they have produce that has gone bad. They're able to feed that to local farmers, can come and get it for their goats or their animals. So I always like to grab a bag for my chickens, and they had 2 cases of these potatoes out by the goat bin. The only thing wrong with them is I got eyes. But all you gotta do is just pluck that off, right? They're still completely firm, and there's 2 cases. I just grabbed one. I'm hoping that someone else was able to save this and not have it go to the goats, but even if it goes to goats, at least it's getting used and it's feeding animals, right? Not going into the trash. So, I have quite a bit of potatoes to do. I started a post on my Facebook group. If you have not joined it yet, I'll have it linked below. I posted this picture and asked for ideas on what I can do with it. So I'm going to let that fill up. You guys are giving me some great ideas. Yeah, a whole case of Idaho potatoes, completely unexpected. So I am so grateful to our food bank. It helps us out so much, and being able to learn how to preserve and process foods makes it so when I get gifts like this, I am able to save it and put it on my shelf to feed my family in the future. So it's just good to know that this food is not going to waste, and instead it's feeding a family who really could use it. Alright, so let me get this put up. I'll figure out what kind of steak dinner we're going to be making, and then we will preserve some potatoes. So don't you touch that mouse. We'll be right back. Another thing I want to show you guys is that on Fridays the kids get an Empower Pack, and this is just stuff that gets sent home for every kid over the weekend to make sure that they get food so no kid goes hungry, and any kid under 18 qualifies for this. So in this week they got a shelf-stable 1% milk, little fruit punch, some whole grain cheddar cheese crackers, chicken and rice soup, a yogurt, maple and brown sugar quick breakfast, some wheat thins, here's some frosted mini wheats, here's some fruit snacks, a granola bar. This is quinoa with bean and tuna. I'm not sure that the kids would eat this, so this might just get put up for emergency meal or something that I might have to try and figure to do something with. But the best by date is of next year, so this is something that could last. But this is really cool. Sometimes they have other kinds of ready to eat or instant meals. I get 2 apples, and that's it. So each kid got one of these, and this is for any kid that's under 18, and this is part of the No Kid Goes Hungry program.
Hey everybody, I'm outside because it just feels nice. It's nice and cold out. I wanted to let you know though that I'm not going to be cooking or preserving in this particular video just because since going to the food bank, I've gotten hit with some sickness and like my ears are stuffy, I can't hear. You know, I'm just being a big old baby right now. So I'm not going to be cooking or preserving in this particular video. I usually like to do it on my food bank hauls, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do it for this one, but I am going to have a video of preserving all of those potatoes. So please, if you have any ideas on what I can do to preserve that whole case of potatoes, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for hanging out and seeing what I got at my local food bank this week. Once again, if you're struggling with food, I really hope that you will consider going to your local food bank. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that I get to feeling better soon so I can knock out some preserving. I just have zero energy for it today, and I'm glad potatoes are a thing that they can hang on a little while and give me a chance to heal before I preserve any food. But thank you so much, guys. I'll catch you next time on Mama Bears.